I'm not much for a microphone, but I'll move it over so we can cook. I'm very excited and glad to be a part of Chicago Gourmet. It's a great venue for Chicagoans like myself and other friends to show off to the world what we are about. We're a food and wine city. And things I'm doing today are seasonal, and part of that event will be seasonal. So we'll have a lot of seasonal things too later when we do our demos. I know that I'll be doing a demonstration with a friend of mine, Derek Flanagan, and that'll be a lot of fun. And I know that there'll be a lot of fun. I was watching a lot of the events in between cooking at the stage, and it was just amazing. But anyway, I'm going to cook for you today Panzanella. Right now, tomato season is at its peak, starting. So that's one of my favorite things. It's a tomato bread salad, and then I'm also going to do risotto. Because people are scared of risotto, and I'll show you how easy it is. So feel free to ask questions as we go, and if you're lucky, we'll give you guys a little taste of everything. Somebody will come by. Renee over there, Whole Foods, she'll come and bring some food to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I don't know how much I can talk and move back and forth, but I'll do my best. You guys have a copy of the recipe? I'll go over the ingredients really quick. I picked out a bunch of different tomatoes. I bought all the food today at Whole Foods. We have a few different varieties of heirloom tomatoes, celery, the heart of celery, fresh basil, cucumbers, extra virgin olive oil, red wine vinegar, sea salt, pepper, and bread. And the bread is bread that I brought the bread. It's over there in the corner. It's we make it at the restaurant. We dice it and dry it. There you go.
So you'll just tell us what we're doing, and oh good, I'm going to be your assistant. Hi, I'm Emily Zanger. I'm with Wagstaff Worldwide PR, and we're helping out this year with Chicago Gourmet. Thanks everyone for coming. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing, and I will hold.
There you go. Well, these are beautiful tomatoes. As you can see, these are all heirloom tomatoes. I have a bunch of different varieties, and I'm going to go ahead and dice those in bite-sized pieces and let them sit in the bowl with the bread. So what's going to happen is you want the bread to soak up all the liquid, because that's going to be the key part of the recipe. If you ever had tomato bread salad, then you know the bread is the best part. So I'll go ahead and start that.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's different about an heirloom tomato versus a regular tomato you might see in the grocery store?
It's good, right? The heirloom tomatoes are old seeds that were found and then replanted, as far as to my knowledge. To me, they have a lot of water content, as you can see. I don't know if you can see when I'm cutting them, a lot of the liquid is coming out. And that's an essential part of having Panzanella. You want to have a lot of liquid. The vinegar, the olive oil, and the tomatoes will take part into that, into the salad. This is a cool tomato. It's a plum tomato, but it's yellow, and it's got stripes in it like a zebra. It's beautiful. And this is a green zebra tomato, one of my favorite. This is very sweet. So they each have their own flavor.
Feel free to call out questions if you have questions for Tony as he's demoing.
You can go sit down.
I know, right? Ina Pinkney in the front row can answer your questions too.
My favorite breakfast restaurant right there.
What are the other varieties you're cutting into, Tony?
We have purple Cherokee, green zebra. These are gold sunburst. These are Roma tomatoes. This is I think it's a yellow Cherokee. I'm not sure the name. And this could be. I couldn't remember. Do you know the name of it? Yeah, I don't recall the name of them. But this is awesome because it has a little red in the middle, yellow, and it's really pretty, but it also has a lot of great flavor. They all have different acid levels too. Good question. I like to put these in kind of a large dice because when you stir the salad, it kind of breaks down and you want kind of bite-sized pieces.
You were talking about the acid content of the tomatoes being important. Why is that important in this recipe?
Because it's going to offset with the vinegar and the sweetness in the tomatoes, the sugar content. It's a perfect marriage in flavor. If you want, now we can start passing out so you guys can have a taste of the salad. It's a perfect match that's there.
You guys want to taste?
Perfect. I'll go ahead and start mixing everything up. Has anybody ever had panzanella before? Raise your hand. Only one person, 2 people? Oh, there you go. Now they're coming out. That was a golden. Yeah. There's another name for it. I don't recall because you put me on the spot. This is the center of celery. A lot of people throw this away. My grandmother used to use it. That was her favorite part. It was very delicate and sweet, so I added that to the salad. That's my own personal touch in the panzanella. We have fresh basil. I like to take fresh basil and just tear it by hand, because if you have a knife and it's not sharp, it'll just turn black. That's a nice little touch. Those tomatoes, this was made an hour ago, so the bread is starting to become soft, and that's going to have all the flavor of the salad in the bread. So you'll taste the cucumber, you'll taste the olive oil, the vinegar. That's why it's a really important part of the salad, and the bread should be really mushy.
Sure?
I chose red onion because it's sweeter. Tropea onion is a small torpedo onion. They don't sell them here, so I just decided to use a regular red onion. And I'm just going to put that in small slices into the salad. This is a perfect summer dish, and you can make this a few hours ahead of time and just let it sit out on your counter and just stir it before you serve it. So it's perfect for that Sunday barbecue with a piece of fish or meat that's grilled. We're going to add a little bit of cucumber. And again, the cucumber, I bought a seedless cucumber. These are a little bit easier to eat. You can peel them. You don't have to peel them. It's up to you. Just make sure you wash them. And then I will show you the salad as we, I'll pass around the bowl after it's done so you can see the beautiful colors. And green onions, scallions, you can use the whole thing. I'm just going to put a few green onions inside.
Now, I never know whether to use the green part or the white part of a green onion. Is there a better one to use?
Both the same. Both the same. Absolutely. I would use the whole thing. But for the amount of salad we're going to do, I'm just going to use a little bit. Fresh black pepper, and a lot of it. It's really good. Sea salt. The toasted bread. And again, you could take the recipe usually is day-old bread that you put into pieces with your finger and you let it sit out and dry overnight. I like to dry it in the oven overnight, or dry it in the oven and then take it and put it in the salad, because the drier it is, the more liquid it will absorb. Since this is a Tuscan salad, I like to use Tuscan olive oil, and this is Tuscan red wine vinegar. And of course, only in salad I like to use extra virgin olive oil, for sure.
Don't be shy with the olive oil.
Especially, this is Piccolo Sogno olive oil. We bring it in ourselves.
What does extra virgin olive oil mean?
Oh, that's a great question. Extra virgin olive oil means it's when after they take the olives, they press it, cold press it for the first time. They used to do it with a stone, now they do it with a machine, and that's the first time, and then they filter it. Or actually, then they pass it, and then what goes to the top is the extra virgin olive oil. Then they'll do it again and press it, would be virgin olive oil. And the third time, they may add a vegetable oil to it, which is pumice olive oil. So there's 3 different stages. Depends on the maker of the olive oil. If you've ever been to Italy, you see those big stones, round stones that they use as tables in like vineyards and what have you. That's old stones that they used to use to press the olive oil. Pretty cool. The longer this sits, the better the salad would be. I just want to give you an idea of what the salad is. And the more I stir it, the more bread I add into it, it will become fluffier. I'm going to pass this around so you guys can just take a look at it. Obviously, you're eating it now, so you have an idea of what it tastes like. It's a pretty fun salad. And if you could add other things too, if you have peaches, you can add a peach inside. That'll work well. Or if you wanted shrimp, you could add shrimp inside, whatever. But it's not a classic. This is the classic recipe.
Is this how you serve it at Piccolo Sogno?
Absolutely.